Christine, and I will be with you live from Gloucester. It's lovely to be here today, and today we've got another topic, quite interesting, because I'm interested to see what your answers are going to be. But why do you think some people are not able to maintain discipline? And are you one of these people? So I'd really like to know. So let's start off with Arush. Arush, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 4F. My school name is Delhi Public School, Megacity, Kolkata. And my favorite hobbies are playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Excellent, very good. And what did you do today, Arush?
What, ma'am?
What did you do today?
First, I woke up in the morning at 7:30. Then I went for a walk with my father. After that, I came back. Then I did my breakfast. After doing my breakfast, I joined my classes. My class was till 1 o'clock. Then after that, yes. Then after my classes, I went downstairs to play with my friends. After that, I came back at 5. No, and then after that, I came back at 4. Then from 4 to 5, we went outside and I bought a new laptop today, and I have joined by that laptop.
Excellent, very good, very good. And why do you think some people are unable to maintain discipline? What do you think is the reason?
Like lots of people don't maintain discipline. They don't also maintain self-discipline. So I'm gonna tell some reasons about that. So first reason is people are not born with self-discipline. They need to develop it, but they don't know how to do so. Second point, laziness and lack of enough inner strength. Like they are just lazy and just sitting at home. They are not doing any work. They are just they're just sleeping sometimes, or just doing some time pass with their phone or any device which they have.
Okay.
And like in school, like in library, lots of, like in my school and lots of schools in libraries, like lots of children just shout it or do something, like they just do something like they just lost the book, because it has happened with me in my school also. Like I was in the library and one of my friends just he kept the library book in his bag. He just understood that it might be mine book, so he just kept it.
I
and
see.
After some time, when ma'am are finding, so ma'am is not getting the story book, because that was about Harry Potter.
Okay. So is that the reason why he kept your book?
No, not my book. The library
book.
Like the teacher gave the children to read. So I also got, but I have never did like that. Like one of my friends just did like that by mistake.
I see. Then I see.
He didn't in naughtiness.
I see.
He just took to the classroom and kept in his bag. It was a mistake by him.
That's okay. That was a mistake.
After some time, then the librarians, like the children, like the big children, class 9 students, class 10 students are finding the Harry Potter. But in Harry Potter books, there were only 9. But one of them, my friend took by mistake, and it was 8. Then one children did not got the Harry Potter, so he was reading something else, like the children's book for 2 or 3 years old storybook.
I see.
Like for those children, those who are 2 or 3 years old.
And do you think you are someone who lacks discipline, who cannot be disciplined? Do you consider yourself someone to be like that?
No.
No? Why?
No. Because if people will not do self-discipline, or they will not understand, like for example, you went to the library and you are reading which, like you got a book and you are reading loudly. So and everyone is getting disturbed. So that is called like you are not following the discipline. You are just reading like shouting. You're shouting and reading.
Okay. Okay, so do you feel that you have enough discipline? You are disciplined enough. You are
Yes,
very
like in library before when I was a child, like 4 or 5 years. So I used to shout, like I used to read mine, like there was a this everything. I was reading like normally. So everyone in the library was getting disturbed. So then after some time, when I am right now 10 years, so then I just don't speak. I just read it in my mind, like
okay.
that is anything
Okay.
in this story.
Very good. Okay, thank you very much, Arush. Next we have Navya. Hi, Navya.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So Navya, can you please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Navya Karwal. I study in class 7 in Calcutta, and my day was a bit tough because I had 2 exams today, and it was back to back. So the only break I could get was for 10 minutes. After that, I took break and then I started studying for tomorrow's subjects.
Okay, very good. Excellent. And what's tomorrow? What do you have tomorrow?
Tomorrow also we have 2 subjects, but after that we have 1 subject, and after that my exams will be over. So tomorrow we have physics and geography. So I was just studying that.
Okay, very good. Okay, so moving on to today's topics, why do you think some people cannot have discipline?
Ma'am, there are a lot of reasons, but the first thing I would like to say is the fear. Like a lot of people think that like if a person has a bad person reputation, like if a bad girl has a reputation that she's the bad girl in school and in house, she never listens to anyone, but her mother suddenly told her that you please try to be a good girl for me, please try to be a little bit disciplined for me, try to keep the house clean, do this, do that. So of course it will be hard for her, but then she will always think that if I be like this, then I won't be me, I will be just the other person for my mother. So it's that fear that you always think that if they try to be a little bit disciplined, people who try to change and try to be a little bit disciplined, they always think that they won't be the same person, they will just be the another person for the person they are doing. So that's the fear also they get. And also because sometimes, like nowadays, during the pandemic, discipline was not there. Like people, like couples who had small babies, of course it was very hard for them because they couldn't go out for them walk. So of course they also lack discipline. But parenting also tells like strict sometimes parents say that clean the house, do your homework right away, or when we are going to someone guest house and we are staying over there, so our parents also say that you should be nice and behaving and you should be disciplined, you should not judge them or you should not say something wrong to them. So that's also there because sometimes, like I think personally all of these are the reasons why people lack discipline.
Okay, okay. So you feel like it's between the COVID situation, and you feel that if people don't have fear, or the ones that they fear around them, they are naturally not going to be disciplined because that's what's keeping them in check.
Yes, ma'am, because being disciplined is like following every single rule there is in the rule book. Because
Mhm.
being disciplined takes a lot of work. Wake up early, then bath, then do the God's for worship. Then we have to study for hours. Then we have to clean the house. Then like any child or anyone, it's very hard for them to do. So of course, like normal disciplines, everyone has at least some etiquettes, and everyone has that. I'm very sure of. But like major disciplines, some people lack. But of course, they will also get it once they're older. So everything takes time. But I'm just saying as an example.
Okay, good. And what about you? Do you feel you have the discipline?
Like whenever I and my sister go to someone's house and we stay over there, so my friend's mother always say that my and my sister are like very disciplined, and we are both very quiet. We don't hardly speak, so we just talk of it. We just eat our food and we go to sleep, and then we wake up in the morning. Then we come to our house. So that's the thing, that like we don't stay there for long, but whatever we stay, my mother always tells me that yes, they are disciplined and everything. So I think I am, because if my mother also says, and my mother friends also say.
Excellent, very good. Okay, that is everyone today. My goodness, I didn't realize the numbers went down. That we had people joining, and I think there's an internet issue because people just disappeared. Okay, so let's start. Let's have a little activity now. So what I would like to do is, Arush, I can't hear a word that you're telling me.
No, ma'am, I'm telling to my small brother.
Ah, okay, that's fine. Navya and Arush, so I'd like you, so between you, to have a little role play. So one of you is going to be the more disciplined person, and the other one is going to be the least disciplined person, okay? And I would like you to have a little conversation about anything that you like, okay? And I'd like you to contrast what it means to have discipline and what it means to not have discipline. So we'll start off with Navya being the most disciplined and Arush not having any discipline. Okay, so imagine that you are two students talking at the bus stop. Okay, so you're at the bus stop and you're talking to each other. You're talking about your day at school. You're talking about what you're doing at home. And I want you to show the difference between the more disciplined person and the most disciplined person and the least disciplined person in the situation. So Navya, you're the disciplined person, and Arush, you're the undisciplined one. Okay, so let's have a little go at this role play.
Okay, ma'am. So basically, if we are standing at the bus stop and I'm the most disciplined,
So speak to Arush, talk to Arush, have a conversation. So Arush, today, what did you do at school? I was, I did this, I did that, I was like this, okay? So you have a conversation with Arush.
Okay, so I'm the most disciplined, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, so today at school we had 5 periods, and our homework was being checked, and then our teacher asked us some oral questions, and I answered them all. And after the school, like you also said that we're going to tell what we're going to do at home.
Mm-hmm.
So after going home, I'm going to help my mother cook lunch. Then I'm going to clean our house a bit, and then I'm going to study, and then I'm going to eat my dinner and sleep. So I think that's what the most disciplined person can do, because that's a lot.
Okay, what about Arush? Arush, what are you going to do? You're so undisciplined.
Like I will just go home, play games till night, and I will just play the whole day. I will play games. I will just cook every day, and I will study a bit for 2 minutes only.
Okay, you played the undisciplined very well. Okay, so Navya, now imagine you are Arush's parent.
Arush's
parent, you Khushbu.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
So how would you, as Arush's mother, how would you discipline Arush, what would you say to Arush?
Ma'am,
Mhm.
what ma'am? What did you say?
So Navya is going to be your mum, okay? And I want to know how Navya would discipline you. How would she teach you discipline?
Okay, so basically, he said that he will play games the whole day and he will study just for 2 minutes.
Mhm.
So, when he will come home, I'm going to make him rest for 1 hour. Then, I'm going to give him lunch. He's going to play a bit. Then, I'm going to ask him to do his homework in front of me. Then, he has to study for 2 hours. I think I then a bit of reading of his second language and third language, and then he will do his LWT classes. Then he will eat dinner. He will then tell me what did he do his entire day at school before sleeping, and then he will sleep.
No,
Okay.
I don't want to do these twins.
Okay.
Sister.
So is this how your parents disciplined you? Is this what your parents have used to discipline you?
Yes.
What methods?
Yes.
What
yes.
methods have your parents used? So tell me, Arush,
The same methods. Same.
Tell me. I want to hear it from you. So tell me how, when, and have you always obeyed?
Like my mother had made a routine that I will wake up at 7 o'clock, then I will do some exercise. After that, I will go to school. Like I'm just telling, like that only. Like from day after tomorrow, my school is opening. So then after that.
So I'm not going to see you anymore.
No.
Ah.
So then I will go to school, then I will come back, then I will tell the story with what I did in my school. Then after that I will play till 4 o'clock. Then from 5 to 6 I will just study for some time. Then from 6 to 7:30 I will do my LWT classes. After that from 7:30 to 8 I have a small break. After that I will do 8 o'clock class, 8 to 9. After that I will do dinner. Then I will sleep.
Ah, you're coming to my class. You're coming to my class.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
I also counted your class and.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you weren't coming to my class anymore. I thought I was going to miss you.
No, I will come regular.
Oh, good. I'm happy again. Good. Okay. So your mum created discipline by creating a schedule for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And how does it make you feel?
Good. Because
It makes you feel good.
Because before when there was no lockdown, so I was just I will wake up in the morning, play games in the phone, then I will go to school. After that, I will come to school. I will come from school, then I will again play games and do. On that time, this class was not there, so I will play till 9 o'clock. Then after that, I will sleep at it.
I see. Okay. So you just you didn't feel like doing anything much, and you felt like you were just wasting time. You didn't feel good without discipline.
What, ma'am?
You did not feel good without any discipline.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, and Navya, what about you? How do you feel when, first of all, what did your parents do to discipline you?
Ma'am, actually, my parents and my elder sister, they all disciplined me, especially my elder sister, because like she used to tell me that you have to wake up at, like she never used to like care, like she never used to tell me about my waking thing, but she always used to tell me what time I have to study, from when I have to study, what I have to study, how much time I can use social media, how much time I like, what are my daily things. So, and my mother used to tell me how to act when someone is around or when we have to go to someone else's house, because I can't just I can't just act myself with guests. I have to act a bit of discipline. So, and my father taught me that how to talk to guests nicely and respectfully, even if they are not being respectful, and how to just not dodge the question and be good with your elder people. So this is how they always like taught me things and how to be disciplined.
Okay, very good, excellent. And how does it make you feel being disciplined? Like, did you ever feel trapped?
I don't feel trapped. No, I don't feel trapped. But yes, I feel a bit tough because like I have 6 hours of school, that also online. So I feel a bit tired, and then my sister tells me that I can have a very short break, and then I have to study again. So it just makes me a bit annoyed. But again, if I just like use social media all day and be on break all day, then the school that I'm having, then also I'm not learning anything. And if I'm not studying on my own, then also I'm not learning anything. So being disciplined is kind of good, but also kind of tough. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think discipline is going to help you in the future?
Um, like my parents make routines for me sometime. So like when I'm older, and if I have having a very tough work schedule, if I'm working in a company, and if they have a big project in, and they're telling me to just throw my work and just focus on the project, so I will make a routine what they have to do, because in project we have to work a lot of hard work. So that, and also when I'm older, I will have friends come over at my house, and new friends, work friends, or any type of friends. So I will have to act nicely and make them feel entertained and make them feel comfortable. So that also it helps me.
Okay, very good. Arush. Arush, are you there, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how do you think being disciplined will help you in the future?
What, ma'am?
How do you think being disciplined will help you in the future?
If I will discipline so lot, like I will go somewhere else out of station of India, and
Mhm,
lots of places where I will go. So over
mhm.
there I will be disciplined. Like I will not shout. I will not just sleep on the floor and lots of bad things like children do. You might have seen. Lots of small
Okay, but
children
you
just
won't be a child. You won't be a child, Arush. You'll be much older. So how do you think it's going to help you when you're an adult? Remember, time has passed, so you've grown up. So how do you think it will help you when you're an adult?
I will be an adult. So that time I will not shout on anybody. I will not talk like I've agreed before only.
Mm-hmm.
So if I will not do this, so I will be disciplined.
Okay. Okay, and can you tell me, do you feel trapped at all with all the discipline that you have to do right, like to endure right now?
No, ma'am.
Why? How does it make you feel now?
Ma'am, better.
It makes you feel better. Okay. So my question to you now, we're coming to the last few minutes of the class. I want you to tell me, what is discipline? The definition of, so we've spoken about discipline, we've talked about why some people can't be disciplined, and we've spoken about you. Do you feel you're disciplined, and how you're disciplined, and how will it being disciplined affect you in the future? Now, what I would like you to do is to think about, what is discipline?
What, ma'am?
What is discipline? So that's what I want you to think about. That is my almost final question to you, because I might still include another question, but what is
Yes,
discipline?
ma'am. If we don't do discipline, lots of people will say us that you are bad. You don't follow any of any rules of my restaurant, hotel, or any place.
Okay. So what is discipline? Can you give me a definition? Discipline is
What is discipline?
Mhm.
What is discipline? Mm. Yes.
what
The
is
practice
discipline?
of yes, the practice
Thank you,
of getting
Google.
people to no ma'am.
Thank you, Google.
No ma'am, I'm not using Google. Can I show you once? Can I share my
So
screen?
tell me, what is discipline to you, Arush?
Like discipline. I don't have any idea about that.
Okay, so research it and tell me in your own words. Okay, let's move on to Navya first. Arush, do your work until Navya speaks. Okay, so
Yes,
Navya, what is
Yes, ma'am.
discipline to you?
Yes, ma'am. Discipline is a word for our manners, for our etiquette, how we act. Like everything has a reason, and if we behave disrespectfully in front of our elders, so we will be saying she's not disciplined. Her parents didn't teach her anything. So if you're disciplined, we will be saying when the guests come, greet them, give them water, ask them what they want to eat, then talk to them a bit about your life and then their life, then serve them snacks and then let the elders talk. So and when they are talking, and if they give you something, don't try to look into it and things like that. So it's like it's a word for manner and how we should act when someone is around, or how we should normally act to make our lives better.
Okay, so it's a way to behave.
Yes, ma'am.
It's
It's a
a
way
series
to
of
behave.
etiquettes and manners and the way to behave, and it should improve your life and your social life as well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, I'll have that. Arush, what about you, Arush? Have you come up with something?
Yes, ma'am. Like discipline is action or inaction. Like discipline, follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, so the manager of that place, of that restaurant, of that hotel, so it will just like you're not following the hotel rules or anything.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, good. Okay, so I will take your answer as, following the rules. Good, very good. And, deciding what to do if there's something going on in society, how to react to it. So it is, yes. So discipline is a code of behavior. Okay, it is the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior. And how do we get this discipline ingrained into us? How do we get disciplined? We get disciplined by our parents, our teachers. And how do they discipline us? Most discipline takes place by giving rules out.
Yes, ma'am.
And by putting in routines like your mum does.
Yes, ma'am.
And also by using punishment.
Yes.
Okay, and what kind of punishments do you get?
Like we need to do all the household chores. Lots of Indian parents do like that only. They just give their children household chores like mopping, use mop, that. Lots of things.
Okay, very good. What about you, Navya?
Ma'am, taking away the phone and cutting the net and giving and telling to clean the biggest and the hardest room to clean, and telling to cook for everyone even though you don't even know how to cook something.
Okay, so these are ways how you are disciplined. Okay, so well done. Thank you all for sharing with me, okay, and for joining me in this class. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Have a lovely evening, guys.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.